What up, Sticks and Politics here. So, I want to talk about something. I'm catching a lot of flack for my opinion on this. There was a video on YouTube, TikTok, whatever you want to call it. I think it was TikTok. But the dude, it was half the screen was a girl, half the screen was a guy. The guy asked the girl, if we were the last two people on earth, would you reproduce with me? And she said, no, because I'm not that kind of girl. And then he made a statement of, really? Who's going to stop me? Everybody's all up in arms about this. Oh, he's saying he would rape her. That's not rape. They're the last two people on earth. She has an obligation to repopulate the earth. She could either do it willingly or he could make her do it. She don't have the physical strength to stop him. And I'm having people sitting here saying, you act like women are your baby makers. In a normalized society, in a civilized society, no, you're not just baby makers. Y'all serve many purposes. But that ain't a civilized society. She can't help him in no way, shape, or form. They covered this in a series called Bear Grylls The Island. They took 30 women and they physically altered an island to give these women an advantage. They give them a cheat sheet. Then they took these women with their cheat sheet and put them on this island for 30 days to see if they could survive. By the time the third and fourth day hopped up, these bitches had no place to stay. They had not established a camp yet. They got split up. Half the group went one way and half the group went the other fucking way. They were starving, about to die of dehydration. They had to go rescue these women. Meanwhile, on the men's side of the island, men were rocking it out. Already had a fire by day one. Already had a camp by day two. Had their shit figured the fuck out. Because whenever it boils down to it, women do not possess the physical strength to manipulate the environment around them to make it livable. You need a man. In a survival situation, last two people on earth, she needs that man. He don't need her. He'll survive perfectly fine until the end of his days. She'll die within a week. So yes, you can either go back to your primal role and be a baby maker, or he can force you to do it. It is not rape. I'm sorry. Nobody is saying, hey, you got options in this world. You could hop on dating apps and all this. Go rape a bitch. Ain't nobody saying that. That's wrong and that's against the law. But when you're the last two people on earth, you no longer have a civilized society. You have to repopulate the earth. So, yeah, you're going to do what you need to do for that man so that way he keeps you around and wants to feed you. Wants to keep you warm and keep you safe. Make sure you survive longer than the 3 fucking days that's needed. Because you can only go, 3 days without water and you're dead? Y'all might want to realize, bitch, y'all stupid women, y'all sit here and y'all will look at a survival situation and then see a body of water and think, there's water, I could drink that. The thought doesn't cross your mind that there's microbial bacteria in that fucking water. You're going to have to build a fire, which you don't possess the physical strength to do by your fucking self. You're going to need to build a fire and boil that fucking water so that way you don't get sick and die. Things like this don't cross females' minds because y'all aren't survival instincts. Y'all don't have those instincts. Y'all have maternal instincts. Men are the ones with the destructive and the survival instincts. We've had it since the beginning of time. It's the reason why this world was built by men and not women. It's the reason why you do not see a society of women with no men. Because it would not work. It would not happen. They could not survive without men. This isn't the MCU universe. This isn't Batman and fucking Robin. This isn't Wonder Woman with the Amazonian princess where the girls lived by themselves without men. How would they reproduce? These things y'all are not thinking about. You're not taking in consideration. No, men should not rape women. But if we were in a situation, there was only two people left on the face of this planet, the man and the woman, he's not going to ask her if she wants to reproduce. We're going to go back to caveman times where we hit that bitch over the head and drug her into our cave and then produce children. That's how it happened back in the day, girly girl, because you know what? Whenever you boil things down to the basic elements of life, brute strength is what matters. Y'all ladies got to realize, man, y'all are some entitled, spoiled people. You live in a society that was built by men and has given you the ability to say, well, we want to have opinions too. Even though you didn't productively help society in any way, shape, or form. I made a comment in my other videos. What invention has women came out with that has benefited humanity? This one dude brought up this chick who helped do the basics of Bluetooth and wireless communication. He's like, well, this is her. She did this, and she took the shit out. The invention was from a man. I think it's Glubart or whatever the fuck his name is. Invented the telegraph or whatever the fuck it was. He was the reason for wireless communications. He set the basic invention for the fucking thing. She just come along and did a few things and came up with some theories, and that helped establish Bluetooth and wireless communications of today. She didn't invent shit. Nothing. But people seem to want to give her credit that she did not earn because, well, what do we do for women? We give them cheat sheets. So that way they can say, look at what I did all by myself. No, bitch, you had a cheat sheet. You had a man help you. You didn't do it on your own. Y'all need to realize what your role is in this society. Dating. Why are you women 30 plus years old and still single? I'll tell you why. Because y'all listened to woman empowerment and y'all wanted to go out and have hot girl summer, and you wanted to spend your 20s smashing as many penises as you could fucking find, and you wonder why a man don't want your used up box. Or your debt. And by debt, I mean what money that you owe, which is $50,000+ a year, every year, because you got kids. But y'all didn't realize that, did you? It takes $50,000 for one child yearly to raise that child. That's clothing, feeding, and housing a child. And most of you women are in your fucking 30s. You got multiple kids, and you wonder why don't no man want to be with you. Because you have nothing to offer. Well, I got a PhD. Not going to benefit us. Well, I make $75,000 a year. Not going to benefit us. Any man worth his salt is not going to move into a house with a woman. You're going to move in with him, or else it's not going to work. You could just fucking take your shit and go on down the road and keep on looking, Trick. Because I don't think you women realize the statistical facts. There is 7 women in this world to every 1 man. So that means whenever you start dating, that man gets to pick between you and 6 other women. You only have the choice between 1 man. You're competing against 7 other women. So if you don't have everything he wants and he prefers, he's going to go to the next bitch. It's the reason why a lot of you women are picking up these men and they're saying they're interested. They're wanting to get with you. Y'all are hooking up and then they're ghosting your fucking ass. Because you have nothing to offer other than your box and a fucking attitude. You think, oh, well, we're equals. We're not fucking equals. We will never be equals. Men can be promiscuous. Women can't. Why is that? Because men don't bring babies home with us. You women do. You're the ones who gets pregnant. You're the ones who carries the babies. You're the ones that get stuck with the shit. Y'all like to sit here and say, oh, well, my body, my choice. Your body, your choice. Okay, well, you can abort a baby without the man's permission. Then how about the man say that he don't want that child and he don't want to have to pay fucking child support? You can completely skip the obligations of motherhood, but a man can't skip the obligations of fatherhood. You see how the double standard benefits you women, and you're perfectly fucking cool with that. But you're not perfectly fucking cool with the double standard fitting for men and us saying, look, we're physically stronger than you. Either you can make this fucking happen peacefully or we can make it happen regardless. See, you women ain't comfortable with that. Reality doesn't fit well in women's agenda. They don't have no place for facts in their life. See, women like to think about the possibilities. They don't think about the probability of something happening. Whenever you tell them, what do you look for in a man? Well, I want a man that's 6 foot and makes $80,000 to $100,000 a year. Okay, well, what if he only makes $35,000? Well, I could see myself dating him as long as he had goals in life, and as long as he wanted to achieve something. No, bitch, we didn't say that. We said, what if he makes $45,000 for the rest of his fucking life? Oh, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. But yet, you women don't know how to be women. You women don't know how to be submissive to a fucking man. And by submissive, I mean, do as he fucking says. That's not him controlling you. That's you being his queen. You women want to be treated like a queen, but you don't know how to shut the fuck up and listen like a queen would. Now, I'm being rude with this, and I apologize for just the rudeness of me saying just shut the fuck up and listen and learn how to be a queen. That's because queens are seen, they're not heard. I'm going to say that again. Queens are seen, they are not heard. What the fuck society and civilization have you ever seen where the king sits there and the queen does all the fucking talking? Never. What society have you seen where the queen is going over the battle plans and the king is just sitting back eating grapes, looking pretty? Never. Because that ain't how it fucking works. Strength runs this world. Whenever you boil it down to the primal instincts of society, strength is what runs this world. You women have to find your place in it. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. So, back to the reason why I started this. With only 2 people left in the world, would you reproduce with him? You don't have a choice. I hope y'all enjoyed this little dose of reality for Sticks and Politics. Regardless of what you say, regardless of how you feel, that is the reality. If you don't serve that man no purpose and it's the end of times, why should he keep you alive? Why should he let you drain him of his resources and you're not going to do nothing in return? You can't be what you were born to be, a baby maker. Why keep you around? Sticks and Politics. Stop!